when they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll run it to the right side. And he finds enough running room, and he... At the 20. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On second down, he'll fire. Wiggles free, trying to get to him. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Got it behind the line. It's Stroud. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score TCU 7, South Carolina 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. Makes him talk to the hand. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Shows him the stiff arm. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll try the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Leaves it with the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 40, there he goes.
Spinderella.
Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football. And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They want to run it left here. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, TCU 7, South Carolina 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd down, going up top.
He's never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He got a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. Across the 25, he's got room. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout. TCU.
The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Feeling some heat. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Baylor is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 28 over Arizona. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive.
It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought... Defense gets the ball back for its own.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. He wants to throw, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Running with power. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's got him in the flat. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 3.
That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's loose. Turns it on down the left side. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to run it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Wide out in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Getting some heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete.
And on that out route, 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the 1st down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback will audible. Going up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the 2nd half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, partner? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Finds the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Gamecocks head it quickly to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to pick up the first. Oh, the ball's on the ground. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback checking the play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Houston is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cincinnati. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. grab behind the line. It's best. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's going to pass. Skips away from pressure. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. He'll come out throwing on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That's caught. It's best. Knocked down for the tackle.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, South Carolina 17, TCU 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Running back searching for a hole. Tackled after picking up the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to surge it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability to stop the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, TCU! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Number 10.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 17.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The give to the left. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
I like the decision there in the RPO game, too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game, too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Get set. Get set. Ball. Ready.
On fourth down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.